And welcome back to the Time Machine, folks at home, as we are back for the next race of the 3YTV 2003 Cup Series here at the iconic Legacy Charlotte Motor Speedway. I'm James Watson, joined in the booth by my broadcast partner, Victor Aldrich, and our producer, Carlos Acosta, for the Best Cola 300. First of all, Victor, how you doing tonight?
Doing great. Thanks for having me, James.
So, what do you think we're going to be in for tonight?
Yeah, I'm excited for this one. This just feels right having these cars at Charlotte. It just feels like the perfect combination and a lot of excitement with the lights on. I've seen a lot of cars slipping and sliding around in practice, so tonight should be a fun one.
Absolutely, and there's something so nostalgic about those bright yellow walls. Really takes you back and really brings out the nostalgia. And here we are with our championship standings. Your point leader is Tyler Fody over second place Tate Lytle, first right Alate Norgard and Justin Wadsworth, your top five. Ethan Stanley, Daniel Gore, Ryan Borges, Tyler Pop, William White, the top 10, Paul Mikulajczyk, Johnny Thomas, Aaron Smith, Jacob Adams, and it's like we changed pages.
Sorry, they're a little too early there.
Jacob Adams, Cale Pocock, David Phillips, Vincent Isabella, and Gerald Campbell round out the top page. Then Chad Frankenfield, Caleb Percumer, Connor Thompson, Paul Schmallenberg, Mark Verbilis, David Westergreen, Gavin Higgins, the top 25, Joey Bailey, Michael Hossack, Ty McIntosh, Scott Crump, Harrison Talon, top 30, Frank Fody, Dave Huckleberry, Jesse Racimus, Ray Bracey, Jonathan Cutlip, and Ryan Gable round out the top 36. And whew, I'm out of breath after that. And then we have...
You don't have to keep going down by down.
Yeah, I was going to say probably might not have enough time for all of that, considering the massive amount of participation we're getting this season. As we have a minute left in qualifying, and so far your provisional pole sitter is Nick Massey with a 29.340. Tyler Fody just off by barely, I want to say like 100th and a half. That is incredibly close times up there.
I know Massey was talking about wanting to have a good run tonight. He's driving the 48 Lowe's car, or Lowe's inspired car here. You know that means a lot at this track.
Absolutely. If you're running a Lowe's car, a number 9 Dodge dealer's car, you have a lot to live up to around this track. Yes, I'm bringing Casey Kane into it. It's one of the few things us Kane fans have. Get off my case. Anyways, as qualifying is just about to wrap up here.
Also got last week's winner there on the second row, starting third, it looks like.
Yeah, another great qualifying effort for Tate Lytle. And now it's time we get into tonight's starting grid for the Best Soda 300. Your front row, the 48 of Nick Massey and Tyler Fody in the 40. On row number 2, we have Tate Lytle and Ethan Stanley. Row 3, the 95 of Gavin Higgins and the 25 of Chris Wright. Row 4 features a 69 of Daniel Gore and the 12 of Alate Norgard. Jared Rixing in the 10 and Connor Thompson in the 30, rounding out the top 10. Dylan Javier in the 57 and Noah Blackwell in the 16 on row 6. Justin Wadsworth in the 6 and Tyler Pop in the 2 on row 7. Caleb Percumer in the 59 and Jesse Racimus in the 70 on row 8. Row 9 features the 17 of Andrew Rucker starting 17th and the 88 of Jacob Adams. And rounding out the top 20, Ryan Borges in the 42 and Zach Evans in the 06. And take it away, Victor.
All right, and starting on the next row, we have Michael Hosick and David Phillips. Then in row 11, the Joey Bailey and Frank Foti. Starting 25th, we have Paul Schmallenberg alongside Johnny Thomas in 26th. Ty McIntosh in the 09, starting alongside Gerald Campbell. 29th, we have Vincent Isabella alongside Paul Mikulášek. And 31st, see David Westergreen alongside Mark Robilas. And a few cars without posting times. We have the 43, William White, alongside Josh Clark in the 28. And two more cars, 36 cars in total. We have Harrison Tylon and Andrew Hardcastle, starting 36th.
Got Zach Evans yelling at people as we're pulling away from the grid, so not entirely sure what's going. As we're getting ready to get going here, we are of course one to green.
Yeah, it looks like we got everything sorted out here.
Sir, got the first pole of the season for Nick Massey. Hopefully he'll be able to convert it to a good finish. Pace car makes a hard left-hand turn on a pit road. Nick Massey will lead us to the restart zone. Green means go. We're underway at Charlotte. Even off of the rip.
We are
we got chaos already. A massive wreck off the start. Several cars involved. Oh my goodness. What the world?
I believe I saw the 16 get sideways under acceleration.
Oh man, that is not the way to start the Minnesota 300. Saw the 31 of Campbell involved, the 17 Rucker, the 09 of Ty McIntosh. Oh boy.
Yeah, I understand Blackwell had a hard time getting into the next gear and shifting.
Yeah, just people not able to avoid.
Can't see much through these stock cars, you know, when you start checking up like that.
Oh, you especially can't see much like that. Poor Jesse Racimus.
Here we go, on board.
Oh. Yeah,
oh,
Tyler
right
Pop
across.
Gets into him, and yeah, you see Racimus just getting demolished by the 24, getting turned up into him. See, oh, Hosick almost got through it, but the 42 got sent up into him, which just sent him up into the 70. Yeah, seen Hosick have a lot of bad breaks like that.
There you see he just loses the speed on the start, missing that shift, and the 2 car getting in the back.
Oh, that's massive contact for Caleb Percumer. See, Schmallenberg getting turned. Yeah, a lot of cars with damage already, and we didn't even complete a full lap under green.
Did we get to the first quarter? Maybe, I don't know.
No.
Some got to the first corner.
You see the 35 exiting pit lane. Car's trying to stay on the lead lap while getting that damage repaired.
Yeah, these are going to be lengthy repairs for a few cars. I don't think Hasek is going to get back out there anytime soon, but I'm not showing any meatballs. So that's some silver lining for those involved in the wreck, but we are now 1 to green. Tyler Fody managed to get the lead as all of that calamity was going on behind. So unfortunate for Nick Massey that he's not even going to lead the first laps from pole. We'll see if he can do something to try to wrestle that lead back.
Yeah. See how aggressive he is on this restart if he wants to get right back out front with that clean air.
Yeah, we'll see how aggressive a lot of these cars are going to be rather, as the rest of the field working on catching back up. So once again, we are with the classic single file restarts. We'll see how this goes as the pace car getting ready to make that hard left-hand turn on the pit road. Tyler Fody will bring us back to the restart zone. Green means go, we're back underway at Charlotte. Great jump from Fody as they barrel on down into turn 1.
Oh, wrecking in turn 1.
We got car sideways. Oh, and this is going to be another big one.
I think that was Zach Evans got sideways.
Oh my lord. Oh, poor Zach Evans. I think he might have got turned going into turn 1. Let's see, he's got JP Phillips right behind, and oh nope, he did not get turned. He lost it on his own. Yeah. Nowhere for Phillips to go. I think D West involved. Me not fine. Saw a couple cars going down into the grass to avoid it. Oh man.
Just a terrible feeling as a driver knowing that the first caution already came out, and you come back if the second restart. And just you don't want to be that person that brings out the next caution.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been there before though.
Oh, and so have I. See a little bit of damage for Johnny Thomas, not able to avoid it.
Who is that barely squeaked by with a little damage in it?
I think that might have been Gerald Campbell.
Great job getting by.
Absolutely. We are looking at D West and Gerald Campbell.
Incredible.
Wow. Wow.
Just enough for at least some sparks,
That can of soup just barely slipped by. Well, this has certainly been an interesting start to the night. Gonna give those that got damage from the first incident an opportunity to get more work done on their vehicles.
Yeah, I'm looking at the lineup or the standings right now, and a lot of cars have made up significant ground with these incidents early on. Cars starting in the mid-30s all the way up and battling for a 10th to 15th now.
See Mark Revilas up there in P13. As we are 1 to green. Getting ready to get back going. And let's see if we can maybe complete our first lap under green. And Zach Evans has retired from tonight's race, unfortunately. Me not fine.
He seemed very hopeful. I was speaking to him and his teammates earlier, and he just seemed like he was going to have a good time. Fortunately, it wasn't meant to be tonight.
Yeah, for both him and South Shore teammate D West. But we see the pace car getting ready to make that hard left-hand turn onto pit road. Tyler Fody will lead us to the restart zone. Greening's going. We're back underway at Charlotte.
By the way, we also have Zach Evans in the infield care center. We can bring him in after maybe a lap or so, get his words on what happened.
Alrighty. We are side by side off of turn 2. Or we were side by side. Lytle will tuck in between right. And William White and Mark Morbilis side by side. And we have completed our first lap under green, everybody. Hooray!
There we go.
Yeah! Alright, now it's time to get down to business. Ooh, Mark Morbilis got close to that wall coming off of turn 2.
Let's see if we can bring in Zach Evans fresh out the infield care center.
Alrighty, let's do it.
Oh, you were waiting on me. My bad. All right, here is Zach Evans, fresh out the infield care center, guys. Take it away.
All right. Well, Zach, that was an unfortunate situation there going into turn 1.
Yeah, I hate that for everybody that got caught up in it, but I guess I had damage from the first incident and didn't realize it or didn't think it was that significant for sure. And I mean, I barely turned the wheel to the left going into 1, and there was no rear downforce. It just snapped on me. So sucks. Hate it for everybody that got tangled up in that. And I know a lot of people are frustrated because you get ready for a 300-mile race and it's over on lap 5 or whatever. But I a little dumbfounded by that, honestly. But it's on me, and I hate it. I hate more than anything screwing up people's nights like that. So frustrating, especially because again the damage would have come from the first incident, and that was a pretty silly deal too. I don't know what, I'll have to go back and see what happened there, but just didn't even make it to turn 1 either time. And it only had 40 seconds of optionals when I brought it back the second time, but I'm not gonna go back out there after. I don't have any points to make up or anything like that. I've probably about had my fill in this series anyway, so.
Well, it's unfortunate, Zach, and we know you're a clean driver, and honestly, we hope that you'll be back. We do appreciate having you in this series, and it's always great when you're out on the track and racing. So, but yeah, it's just unfortunate break tonight. But anyone you want to shout out while we got you?
Yeah, shout out to everybody on South Shore, of course. Bojo for painting this Mark Martin throwback. Shout out to Me Fine. Would love to get them a different version of TV time tonight, but you'll have that on those big jobs, I guess. And hopefully, Nick qualified pretty well. Hopefully, he'll be able to stay up there in the teammate car. Maybe we'll get a couple more South Shores up there and have a good showing tonight. Danny G's up there in the top 10, so hopefully they'll have a good night. And yeah.
Alrighty, well, hopefully we're talking to you again next week in a little bit better circumstances.
We'll see.
Alright, there's the 06 of Zach Evans. And now we turn our attention back to the race as Chris Wright has gotten himself up into P2, and he is heating up the rear. Tyler Fody trying to wrestle the race lead away from our points leader. And you see the 25 looking to the inside. Bodie shuts the door. Right going a little high, maybe try to get himself a run off of the corner. You see further behind, Hibbs and Tate Lytle battling for position. Hibbs is going to complete the pass on the 56. A lot of single file racing so far, but a lot of close racing. We don't have too many gaps here in the field so far.
Yeah, it's looking really competitive.
Yeah, it is a massive string of cars. Is Gavin Hibbs ripping the lip, making some good time on that. Look at the run he got on Stanley.
Love seeing those alternate lines work out here.
Absolutely. Multi-group racing. God bless it. Now, Ethan Stanley looking to get by our pole sitter, Nick Massey. Stanley right there, the inside of the 48. Side by side, center 1 and 2.
Norgar going high back there on Lytle too. Look, he's struggling a bit.
Yeah, or you reckon Tate might just be on the super save here, just really trying to save those tires. We know how good he is on the long run as Massey and Stanley continue to fight side by side with each other. Side by side for an entire lap. Neither car giving an inch. And you can tell they're not giving an inch because you can see on the ruler pattern on the side of Ethan Stanley's car.
Can literally measure it.
Absolutely. Here comes Hibbs. Looked like he was maybe trying to shove Massey back past the 91 and trying to get himself past Ethan Stanley, and that's basically what he's doing. Massey clears, and now Stanley going to be battling with Hibbs.
And we are not too far off from some lap traffic here I'm seeing up ahead, so maybe another 2 or 3 laps and we could really get dicey.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting as now Massey looking to the inside of Chris Wright. Battle for second here. Wright going to pull him on the outside. And now Wright has a little bit of momentum. He might try to take the inside or the outside of Bodie. And look at that, 5 cars under a blanket.
Yeah, Hibbs is looking great.
Yeah, that 95 has some serious pace right now here in the early goings. We got a couple more.
Oh, sideways.
Oh no!
Right.
Chris Wright spinning into the infield grass. Chaos. Caution is out.
Keeps it clean. Saves the car, most importantly.
Oh, but man, look at all the track position going up in smoke for the 25.
Let a little aggression out on getting the car back around.
Yeah, you know Chris is not happy with whatever happened.
And, you know, I was seeing in practice, I was trying to see who was running, how many laps on a run, and most I saw was about 33 for Zach Evans, actually. And even though we've had a lot under caution, seeing the tire fall off is very noticeable here.
Yeah, you see, just, what do we always say, Carlos?
Too much beans.
Yep.
Yep. We got
Pit
pit
road
stops.
is open.
Our first stops of the evening. Oh no, Nick Massey overshot his box. That's going to be a massive loss of track position for the 48. And looks like he lost about 4 or 5 spots.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, I think we're going to take a quick opportunity to take our first commercial break. So we'll take a breath, take a break, and be back soon.
Years of sellout. 3 years of sellout crowds, 3 years of edge-of-your-seat action, 3 years of jaw-dropping finishes. Worldwide Technology Raceway has rocked the world of NASCAR, and now NASCAR is giving us another reason to celebrate. The 2025 NASCAR Cup Series Championship Playoffs are coming. Sunday, September 7th, 2025. Just when you thought the racing couldn't get any more intense, now every single lap matters. One wrong move could be the difference between elimination and being crowned the king. The Enjoy Illinois 300, the Confluence Music Festival, the NASCAR Cup Series Playoffs, and for the first time in 15 years, the NASCAR Xfinity Series on Saturday, September 6th. Don't be on the outside looking in. See history being made in your own backyard. Go to www.raceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year.
All right, and we are back, and we are 1 to green, and would you look at that? Chris Wright stays out on the racetrack after his spin. He assumes the lead of the race. We're well aware of the very out there pit strategies that Chris Wright likes to employ at times, and oh boy, this one is definitely one of the most out there I've seen.
Yeah, I don't know I've ever seen this happen before, and I love it. So this is great.
Absolutely. Pace car makes a hard left-hand turn onto pit road. Chris Wright will lead us to the restart zone. Green means go. We're back underway at Charlotte.
Great jump.
Hey.
He needed all the jump he could get.
Yeah, huge jump for the 25. It is now Tyler Fode trying to get by the lap traffic of his dad and the 16 of Noah Blackwell. He is already starting to immediately reel back in the 25. They're going to be side by side for the lead of the race. Here comes Fode. Chris Wright doing everything he can to hold on to the lead of this race. They are still side by side. Fode hasn't cleared yet. Hibbs trying to make his way past the lap traffic, and Fode clears the Chris Wright. He retakes the lead of this race. And there goes Gavin Hibbs up into P2. So far, Wright able to hold on to P3 for now. He's got Stanley and a late Norgard making his way up into the top 5. As side by side. I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen any 3 wide so far.
Fode trying to block off the high side here.
Yeah, look at that. While this is going on, we got a battle for the lead. Hibbs and Tyler Fode battling. Hibbs is doing such a great job ripping in the lip right up there next to the wall.
Let's see if Fode goes high again here in 3.
Meanwhile, Chris Wright falling back behind the 91 and the 12, and now he has to hold off Chris Wright. Right, I'm sorry, Chris Wright has to hold off Tate Lionel, not Chris Wright having to hold off Chris Wright. Although he might be upset with Chris Wright for spinning him out and bringing out that caution.
Reminder, if you see the 16, you thought, how is he all the way up front? Didn't he get involved in that lap 1 crash? Well, he is a lap down. He's battling for trying to get his lap back the hard way.
Yes, sir. Single file outside, lap cars to the inside, just like how they did back in the day.
And it is a fierce battle to be that first car on the lap down. You see Frank right ahead of him, just 2 cars ahead.
Yeah, and Frank is still doing a great job sitting 3rd on track, holding off Ethan Stanley. As the battle still rages on.
Starting to pull away.
Also, you did note Frank, but that being said, Frank is not the first car 1 lap down. That is still the 16.
Oh.
Frank is
14 laps down.
Yeah, multiple
Unfortunately,
laps down.
only one. I think he might have got some significant damage in that first lap incident.
Yeah.
I think I'm not entirely sure on that.
Whatever the case is, I'm sure the 12 is not happy right now. Ooh.
Yeah, the lead lap cars are having to battle these lappers pretty hard. As meanwhile, to give a report on the 25, he is down to 14th already. Oh, we got a car going around! Tail light
big one.
Man.
hard into the wall! Massive impact for the 16. I think Noah Blackwell was all the way into the catch fence.
Someone get the tarps.
So I think Gavin
Whoa.
Hibbs is your race leader. So, wow, the pace car doing a little bit of drifting. Oof, that is the second tally for Noah Blackwell, and the that is race over for the 16. And people are very much not thrilled with Noah Blackwell. Yeah, it just looks like Noah just got into the 56 and shoots the rear Tate Lytle's car around.
Yeah.
And a pole sitter, just unlucky driver there.
Oh, yeah, it's barely significant damage for Nick Massey.
For sure, like almost every single week, the drivers do have their own internal discussions as to what should be the rule set for this series, and definitely lucky dot or lap down drivers to the inside is a hotly argued topic, and I'm sure it's going to be once again brought up after this race, maybe even during this race.
Yes, sir. Well, I'll go ahead and take the opportunity to give a shout out to one of our top sponsors here at the Elite Racing Leagues, Blue Egg Marketing. Rev up your business with Blue Egg, your marketing pit crew. Turbocharge your lead generation with experienced drivers that can navigate the competitive track to connecting with your customers. With Blue Egg, you're always in the pole position, leading your brand toward victory lane. Don't spin your wheels. Accelerate success with Blue Egg, fueling small businesses to win big. As we are now 1 to green. So you see, Gavin Hibbs was ahead of Tyler Fode when that caution came out, so he is the race leader. And here comes Frank Fode taking his spot on the inside front row.
And see how Gavin Hibbs does on this restart now with the clean air being out front.
Yeah, we'll see if he continues to run the top. As the pace car gets ready to make that hard left-hand turn on the pit road. Gavin Hibbs will lead us to the restart zone. Green means go. We're back underway at Charlotte. Good jump from Gavin Hibbs. He's going to try to run away. Tyler Fode battles with his father trying to get ahead. Now Frank Fode is going to have the rest of the field right behind him trying to get by.
Good restart by Tyler, keeping right with Gavin.
Absolutely, as we see a great battle here in the midfield. Rexing versus Rutger and Bailey versus, I believe, Vincent Isabella. car's getting real close to that outside wall entering turn 1. There's Bodie peeking his nose out, looking to the inside.
Norgard looking to crack the top 3 here, right on Stanley.
Yeah, a fantastic run for a late Norgard tonight. You see Justin Wadsworth joining him right there behind.
And I've been seeing Norgard running that high line similar to Gavin Hibbs, and that's kind of helped him get to the front.
Yeah, we're seeing a few faces up here in the mix. Wadsworth, Tyler Pop, Daniel Gore making his way up.
Hit a little too high though, and you're spinning off the exit of the corner. You know how that can be.
Absolutely, especially here at Turn 4 in Charlotte. Calamity
Yeah.
Corner, they've always called it.
If you just sneeze, or it's enough to make you go around.
Absolutely.
Maybe a sneeze would make you go around anyway. But.
Yeah, no kidding. But yeah, just something about the transition from the banking onto the front straightaway just always seems to upset these cars. You've seen in real life a lot of incidents off turn 4. A side-by-side for the lead, Fody versus Hibbs. Hibbs still rolling that high line. Tyler Fody sending it off down into the corner, almost tried a little bit of a slide job here.
Yeah.
He will clear and take back the lead of this race.
Great pass.
Absolutely.
See evidence of the mayhem through the quad oval there. Just tons of skid marks through the grass from all the incidents early on.
Yeah, you can see the tire tracks and the trail of tears as everyone was spinning off into the inside and outside walls and everywhere. As you see on the top part of the screen, Gore and Tyler Pop, the two Penske looking cars doing battle for position.
Nice little breakaway. Yeah.
We see almost 3 wide there in the back. Chris Wright, I believe, is probably taking tires now on that last caution. So he's looking to be back in the fight here.
Driving very hard in the back.
Oh, Connor Thompson made hard contact into the outside wall going into turn 1. As Ethan Stanley has got by Hibbs. And now Hibbs is having to hold off a late Norgard. Oh, chaos! We got a caution!
Oh, caution.
Oh, Vince Isabella up into the outside wall. William White as well. Man, what happened to this incident?
We were just talking about it, James. Just off the turn.
Oh, Jared Rexing into the wall.
Oh no!
Oh! Man, you see something happened to Jared Rexing. He's facing the wrong way. Oh! Got loose, hit the wall. Isabella goes down into the grass to avoid him, loses control, just careens back up into the track in front of William White.
Seemed like he was going 200 miles an hour.
Knowing these cars, he probably was. Man, that is a hard hit for the 18. You gotta imagine that's gonna be a very lengthy repair. Man, I want to get a view of Gerald Campbell. He was just barely able to avoid that.
What an impact.
Wait, where was the wreck? Oh, I think the wreck was all behind Gerald. Gerald had nothing to do with this.
Oh, then who's the car right in front of William?
Not sure. Let's put on William and see what happens. We'll see what we see. That's the 77 of Peculiar.
Oh, it was Paul. Okay. Hey, all I saw was a red car. Oh, yeah. Let's take a look at Paul. Yeah, my apologies. Got mixed up with the red cars.
So it's also the wrong guy. Here we go. I got the right Paul.
And wow, what a view! Oh, a bunch of letters is gonna need a bunch of new pairs of underwear after that. Well, we are now 1 to green after all that. Vincent Isabella has retired from the race.
Just about the 1/4 point of the race here. We made it.
That we have. Certainly been an exciting race tonight. As pace car get ready to make that hard left-hand turn down pit road. Tyler Fody is going to lead us to the restart zone. Green means go. We're back underway at Charlotte. Fody with a great jump. Ethan Stanley trying to get around the lap car of Frank Fody to get back to the rear bumper of Tyler Fody. And then the initial call for the last caution is a racing incident. However, Vincent Isabella is going to receive a tally for his part in the aftermath.
I don't know about that one. I don't really. I need to look at the telemetry. It also, more importantly, it's not our position to judge that.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have personally, but I can see where race control felt it was necessary to give a tally for that. As now Frank Fody is ahead of Tyler. Frank trying to get one of his laps back. So now we see a battle for P3, Norgard and Hibbs side by side. To continue the battle for third place on the track. Justin Wadsworth looks behind these two.
Yeah, Wadsworth just like last week, just kind of hanging there outside the top 5, just silently watching, almost observing the top 5 and waiting for his time to strike.
Yeah, Wadsworth is just looking for that avenue to strike. Still single file here.
Not back here though.
Oh wow!
Yeah, this is a massive
thread the
gaggle
needle.
of cars. This massive humanity's heating up. See these cars trying to get by the damaged car of Massey, and whoa, that's a big wiggle from the 30.
I got a few guys here in the back just trying to make the most of their day now. It's survival mode or trying to just make up for what they can.
Oh,
We got a big crash! Chaos on the back straightaway! Right record!
Oh,
No
Make a line
caution.
check!
No caution.
No caution! Oh,
Caution's
there
out.
it is.
Caution's out.
3 cars there off of turn 2.
Wow. Man, what happened with that?
Ooh. Looks like to me the 17 drifted up a bit into Chris Wright.
Yeah, and say you might be right on that. Yeah. And nothing Mikolajczyk could do behind. Schwallenberg just barely able to avoid it.
Might have had a bit of arrow push, you know, being on the low side there.
Yeah, it's
Everyone should be able to keep going.
yeah, it didn't look like a whole lot of damage for any of them. See cars making their way down pit road.
Massey just missing all sorts of body panels right now.
Yeah. Race control has deemed that a racing incident. Alrighty, well, I think we're going to take a breath and take a break, and we'll be back shortly. And welcome back. We are getting ready to go back green, and the pace car getting ready to make that hard left-hand turn down pit road. Once again, Tyler Fody will lead us to the restart zone. Greamy is going. We're back underway at Charlotte. Fody with a big jump. Stanley trying to battle with the lap cars on the inside. Side by side off of the corner, Frank Fody and Ethan Stanley. A couple cars getting real close to that outside wall off of the exit of 2. Already got a big gap from the top 5 back to everyone else. Little breakaway. Came from the 95 back to, I believe it's the 69 of Daniel Gore in P6. Oh, we got smoke somewhere.
Oh. Stanley really making a move for the lead now.
Absolutely. He cleared Frank, and now he's all over Tyler. I think Ethan Stanley's had enough of these photos for one race.
Tell you right now, this reminds me a lot of last week at Richmond, where Tyler was out front for majority of the race and had challenger after challenger get to his rear bumper.
Absolutely, and don't look now. Look at Justin Wadsworth. He's now up into third. Justin lurking in the back, and now he's up into third and trying to run down these two and make it a three-way battle for the lead.
I think we have someone doing a barbecue in the infield. That's what we're seeing.
I think so too. Hope them hot dogs don't end up burnt.
Yeah. Smoking the brisket.
Yeah. We see Norgard and Hibbs battling behind these lead trio. Yeah, I wasn't sure if Tyler may have got
contact
the
on
apron
the
in.
two.
Oh yeah, this battle for third on back, it's getting heavy. And here's Paul Schmalenberg. Look at Paul. He's having a fantastic run tonight.
4 sets of eyes right now. There's so much going on the track.
I know. Oh! Hard contact into the outside wall for Campbell. They continue to fight. See Schmalenberg battling with Hibbs. Gavin Hibbs is just starting to plummet down the field. Borges and
Driver's
Campbell
holding their
battling.
breath.
I know. Oh man, look at that.
Great shot.
Seeing how hard these drivers are having to work the wheel through these corners.
Ooh.
See Schmalenberg and Pop side by side, battling hard, trying to get P6. Oh, my apologies. I just took a look at the ticker and realized that Paul Schmalenberg is actually 1 lap down currently. So
That would explain why.
yeah, that's the yeah.
Oh,
Oh, what a move.
Good lord. Gerald shooting the gap through the middle, or trying to at any rate. He's actually going to fall behind. That nearly worked out, but it sure was cool. See, he's still battling hard with Schmalenberg. Schmalenberg, I believe, is the first car a lap down, so if we get another yellow, he'll likely be back on the lead lap here.
as long as he's not the yellow.
Yeah. Which, considering how hard they're racing in this little pack, he very well might be.
And not missing anything up front. It seems Tyler has actually started to pull away a bit now from Ethan Stanley.
Yeah, I think a lot of the guys up front, they're going to try to take the opportunity to just kind of start to conserve at this point.
Yeah.
Wadsworth is all over Stanley.
They're very deep into this run. Last time they were on pit lane, I'm showing was 45 laps ago.
Yeah.
There goes Campbell again.
3 wide.
What a
Pop
pass.
Campbell and Hibbs. And Hibbs will hold on. Woo! Think Gerald almost got the wall. here comes Johnny Thomas. Johnny Thomas out of nowhere. Haven't seen him since he tried to avoid the that early incident with Zach Evans.
Steadily marching through the field.
Whoa. I think Norgard might have had an incident with the wall.
You know, I bet you that 4 car actually has some fresh tires. Yeah, he's 14 laps on his tires right now.
Yeah, it's a good catch there, Victor. And he is using those tires to perfection. As now he's battling with Gore, trying to break into the top 5.
This could be a great strategy call. Should we stay green?
Absolutely. Thomas is going to complete the pass. Now he looks to Norgard. As everyone behind continues to just throw haymakers at each other. Johnny Thomas, just look at the mid-corner speed he's carrying. What a run!
That's got to be such a fun feeling.
Oh, he feels like Superman right now. Blows by Norgard, and now he sees the top 3 right there in his sights. And Ethan Stanley bringing it down pit road. Interesting.
First to blink.
Yeah. Let's see. We saw it bite him in the butt every time he tried doing this a couple weeks ago at Richmond.
Yeah. Could it work here? You know, the tire fall off is so significant. Do we see these guys respond in the top 2? No.
Yeah, it makes you wonder when we're going to see the rest of them. And when we're going to see Johnny Thomas, too. Stanley making his way off pit road.
Be a significant amount of time here, I think, where Thomas will have a lap on the field, or a majority of the field at least.
Yeah. It's like Daniel Moore made his way past the lane Norgard. Oh, we got car going around. Dylan Javier, and there's the caution. And once again, the caution comes out right after Ethan Stanley makes his pit stop.
But you know what they say, death, taxes, and caution coming out right after Ethan went down pit road.
Yep. Whoa. Getting into the back of the 57.
Surprised the caution came out even.
Right?
This is almost exactly what happened to Tate Lytle when Noah Blackwell got into him. So, almost roles reversed.
Yeah, either die the hero or live long enough to become the villain. Well, I imagine we're going to be seeing everyone bringing it down on the pit road right now.
I don't know about Johnny.
Yeah.
Yep, he's staying out.
I was interested if he would come in and take the track position. That might have been a good call to pit right there.
I mean, he might be at a bit of a tire deficit if he comes back in.
Yeah, we don't know.
I don't think
I don't have how many tires left he has. Like, I don't have that information. What I do have is that he's been down pit road 3 times, and the majority of the leaders up front were only down pit road 1 time. This is their 2nd time. So I don't know if he's taking tires every single time, but if he has, he only has 1 set of tires left. 1 or 2 sets of tires left. I believe it's 5, right?
Yep. So you gotta pay the piper at some point, and Johnny Thomas is opening up that wallet, as it looks like a few others are as well.
He really needed that to go long.
He
Because
sure
at this
did.
point, now he's going to be the one with the 20-lap bull tires.
Yeah.
Him, Gerald Campbell, Chris Wright. These are the top 3 drivers that stayed out. And Gerald Campbell's in the worst situation out of them all because he went down pit road on lap 47 and we're on lap 78.
Woof.
And Ethan Stanley, is he showing a lap down?
He's
He
showing a
is.
lap down, yeah. He's going to be starting second on the inside line.
Yeah, so you know that 91's gonna be aggressive, trying to get his lap back the hard way.
What has got to be going through his mind right now?
Well, when the caution came out, he just said, "I love this league."
Yeah.
So probably a lot of things that we cannot say on air.
Like, do you buy a lottery ticket or you just avoid it entirely at this point? I don't know.
Yeah, I think you might avoid that if you're Ethan Stanley. But we are getting ready to get back to it. The pace car is about ready to make that hard left-hand turn down pit road. Johnny Thomas will lead us to the restart zone. Green means going. We're back underway in Charlotte. Fantastic jump from Thomas. Gerald Campbell struggling. He's going to almost be put 3 wide. He is getting put 3 wide. There goes Wright. Fody trying to follow through. Wadsworth as well. Gerald Campbell's in survival mode right now. He's having to fight them off from all sides. As there's Stanley side by side with Thomas trying to get back on the lead lap.
Campbell's heart must have been in his throat there.
Absolutely. That could have ended very poorly for a lot of the field. But we stay clean and green as we're 3 wide. We were 3 wide with Frank Fody, Wadsworth, and Wright. And there goes Ethan Stanley. He is the first one on track. He is back on the lead lap for now. He is hoping that we do get a caution once again here. As Fody and Thomas battling for the race lead. Thomas trying to hold him off on the outside, and he will not. Tyler Fody takes back P1.
Very close racing here.
Yeah, not a single room for error. Now Thomas is starting to fall back. Wadsworth gets by. Battling with Gore now.
All these guys trying to get their lap back simultaneously.
Fody gets by White, and now he's going to try to see if he can put Ethan Stanley back a lap down. Andrew Rucker has retired from the race. Thomas continues to lose spots. Meanwhile, Daniel Gore is trying to gain spots. He's side by side with William White. William, of course, still laps down. But nonetheless, the battle of the Brits rages on.
Oh, barely clear off of 2.
Tyler Fody has the race lead, but he wants to be leading this pack, and he wants to put Ethan Stanley back a lap down to make him work even harder to get that lap back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big threat to his chance at winning tonight, I think.
Yeah, that's arguably your biggest threat. You want to hamstring him as much as possible, and here he goes. Here comes Fody looking to the inside of Stanley, and he's going to send it. He wanted to try to slide it up, but Stanley holds on, and they are still neck and neck off of the corner. This was the battle for the lead about 20 laps ago. Now this is a battle just to stay on the lead lap for Ethan Stanley. And he's going to lose it for now. Fody gets back in front of him. Stanley back a lap down as he looks to the inside. Still fighting hard. He does not want to rely on Lucky Dog. He wants his lead lap back now.
Wadsworth got the wall.
Gore. Yeah, now he has to hold off Daniel Gore. It's like the battle up front is kind of stalled out. Stanley has tucked back behind Fody. Oh boy, Tyler popping off. Not happy with the way he's being raced right now.
If you're Stanley and you're hearing that, you want to get right back in front of Fody.
Absolutely. If you're seeing that, you want to get right back behind. We are 3 wide. Clark White up. I think only one of these cars are on the lead lap.
Yeah.
Whoa!
That would explain why he was very frustrated.
Absolutely. Yeah. And now Pop trying to get through another lap car, Frank Fody. I think he's finally past the lap traffic. And here comes Stanley battling side by side with Wadsworth. Here comes Justin around the outside. P2 in the running order, trying to be P2 on the track, and he will. Now Stanley about to lose out to Gore.
Yeah, that 6 car just moving forward.
The 6 and the 69.
Same could be said for Gore, yeah.
These two are having a phenomenal run right here. Tyler Fody's quote-unquote biggest competition is a lap down, but that's not his only competition. Yes, he's going to have to work hard to stay ahead of these two. Norgard now looking to the inside of Stanley. I think Stanley maybe made a business decision here. Nope, they're still going to be side by side maybe. I think Norgard cleared him now.
Yeah. I think, Stanley is realizing the battle for the lead at hand and just a ride here for the moment.
We're looking at Gavin Hibbs running P9. Now Norgard trying to battle with Daniel Gore. They're side by side. Norgard slips up maybe a little bit. Oh,
yeah. Big lift there.
Yeah. We see Pop and Bailey side by side. Gore holds off Norgard and Stanley gets by Norgard.
Yeah.
A lot of good runs for a lot of different cars. There's Joey Bailey up in the top 10.
Yeah, Pop is flying right now.
Got Andrew Hardcastle in the top 10. Andrew's had some tough breaks this season so far. This might be his first top 10 if he can hang on to this position. Caleb Bakumer, I think he was involved in one of the earlier instances. He's also in the top 10.
Yeah.
A lot of new faces and cars up here towards the front.
Yeah, this 5-car battle up at the front might turn into about a 10-car battle in a few laps. We got another group coming.
Yeah, the way they've been battling. Now Pop holding off Ryan Borges. Whoa! Jesse Razimus got the wall a little bit as getting put another lap down. Battle still single file here. Although Stanley, he got by Gore, now he wants to try to pass Wadsworth again. He's on the back, Pop past Borges again. Those two just seem to be trading spots at this point. Wadsworth trying to see if that higher line will work. Run in the middle. Oh.
Yeah, just testing things out here.
It got him a run. He got closer to Fody that time.
And he's had 100 laps to do so and 100 more to go. Actually 101, but halfway through.
So we're just about at the halfway point for tonight's event. As now Gore and Norgard are starting to fall off of the lead trio. Technically duo, but Wadsworth still playing around with the different lanes, trying to see what he can find. See if he can come up with something that will get him past the 40. Now Tyler's starting to stretch it out again. And now Wadsworth has to deal with Stanley again.
It's
Yeah,
like Stanley's keeping the leader in sight. You know, he was, I think, okay with letting Gore and Norgard by at first, but realized the speed difference and had to get back by and just stay with the leader.
Yeah, all he needs to do is just stay within striking distance. Maybe try to stretch those tires, be easy on them, and then try to make it pass.
That battle for third's about to heat up as Pop and Borges have caught both Gore and Norgard.
Yeah, they've run those two down out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was a good 10th or 2 a lap I was noticing. I don't know where the speed's coming from, but these guys are just insanely faster.
Yeah, and they're not that far behind the leaders as well. So they can make quick work of these two. They might be able to throw their hats into the ring as you see Ethan Stanley get by Wadsworth.
Yep. Oh, sideways on entry for Pop. Sorry, that's a little further back here. But almost into Norgard on entry to 3.
Yeah, Tyler is wheeling this car right now. Not able to make the pass. Norgard survives. This is helping Daniel Gore just pull away a little bit, get himself some breathing room. Now Norgard took all that room away, and now Pop looking to the inside, backs out.
Yeah, had a great run off of 4, but thought better of it there. Being very patient.
Yeah, their progression is definitely slowed, though. Not able to make easy work of these two. Pop looking. Norgard runs the middle, leaves the inside open for Pop.
He might get there in 3.
And not quite. Norgard hold serve.
Guys, we've run like the first half of the race, mostly in the daytime, and the second half of the race is now under sunset, and it's gonna finish at nighttime conditions. Do you guys think the nighttime conditions is gonna change up who might be able to win this race?
Absolutely. You see that happen a lot with the real life 600. Rarely is the car that's dominant early on as good as the race goes on. The track temp makes such a big difference to how these cars handle that when you go from evening with the sun out to night, the car just basically completely changes.
Yeah, the tires seem very sensitive on this car in particular for iRacing.
So I want to give a big shout out to Pete Lido, who has recovered back up into the top 10.
Lido and Gavin Higgins, look at that.
Yeah, Tate now up to P9. So you see Pop and Norgard side by side. Where in the world did Gavin Hibbs come from? He almost took it 3 wide.
Wow.
Look at that. Oh, he scraped the wall a little bit going into the corner. Look at that. We are 2 by 2. You see Mikolajczyk right behind. He is 2 laps down.
Going 3 again on the outside.
And oh boy. Oh, this is so close. Hibbs will clear Norgard and Borges. What a move.
Great pass. Takes a lot of confidence to do that.
Yeah, a lot of confidence and cojones from Gavin Hibbs. Welcome back to the front battle here. So now he's going to try to get by Pop and Gore. It's like an alt rock band, Pop and Gore. It's Paul Mikolajczyk, who I assume is just pitted, just running through the field with those fresh tires. As Johnny Thomas is bringing it down pit road.
I really like that Pop and Gore idea, by the way. That's good.
Yeah. Pop and Gore coming to Alt Rock Station near you. 99.7 The Berg, or what have you. The Burn, something like that.
Just always reminds me of the Family Guy.
Exactly. You see Hibbs got by Gore up into P3, and now can he run down the lead duo/trio of Stanley, Fody, and Wadsworth? Paul Mikolajczyk about to get by Fody to get himself back down to 1 lap down after his pit. Chris Wright has also brought it down pit road.
Looks like the pace that Tyler had has just kind of fallen off on the 2 car. Might have burnt the tires up getting back to the front, but back in the top 10 regardless.
Yeah, same for Borges as well. He's loses a spot to Tate Lytle. Now he's got to deal with Joey Bailey, making his presence known again.
Now keep an eye out for Ethan Stanley pitting here. We know what happens when Stanley pits.
Yeah, I think Stanley will probably be able to go, I don't know, 10 laps longer, maybe.
Did he come in?
No, I think he's still on track where he was, right, Carlos?
Yeah, he's still on track.
Okay. Yeah, so, because I'm not sure of the pit window myself, so...
He's actually got older tires than everyone else by about 3 or 4 laps.
Oh, Tyler Pop bringing it down.
Ooh, close.
That was a bit scary.
Yeah, the way pit stops go, I'd try to push these fuel windows as far out as I possibly could.
Absolutely.
Almost contact with Borges and Gore.
Yeah, these two are battling real hard. Battle for P4. Tate Lytle and Joey Bailey in the mix. Tyler Pop making his way back onto the racetrack.
Oh, spin on pit entry. Is it going to bring out a yellow?
Oh yeah, Jesse Racimus. And there it is, chaos.
He was just on the edge. Oh.
Well,
almost made it.
That is unfortunate for Tyler Pop, Johnny Thomas, Chris Wright.
I'm being told a bunch of steam is coming out of the cockpit of that 2-car.
Yeah. Yeah,
wow.
He said he was on really old tires. It showed.
Yeah, entering turn 3, he was mentioning that.
Maybe downshifted a little too early as well.
Yep.
Tough break there.
Had hood damage.
Yeah, how strange.
Sprinkler.
As we see a bunch of people bringing it down pit road. And I believe the lucky dog will go to Ethan Stanley.
He's got 80 laps to work with.
Far no issues into the box for everybody. Wadsworth almost got him. Alrighty, well, I think we're gonna go ahead and get another commercial break in, so we will see you soon.
Since 2010, race fans have had one burning question. When will the Xfinity Series return to Worldwide Technology Raceway? You asked, NASCAR delivered. On Saturday, September 6, 2025, the magic is back. The track that launched the legendary careers of Harvick, Busch, Keselowski, Edwards, and Earnhardt Jr. is now ready to write that next chapter. We're going to introduce you to a new crop of future champions and Hall of Famers. And in the process, we'll create more of the greatest moments in racing history. NASCAR Weekend 2025, the NASCAR Cup Series Championship Playoffs, the Confluence Music Festival, and now 250 miles of the NASCAR Xfinity Series. 2 incredible races, 1 challenging track, a 3-day party of epic proportions. Go to www.raceway.com and lock in your weekend racing and camping packages for as little as $20 down.
Alrighty, we are back and we are 1 to green, and we got the interesting little single file restart working where a lot of the wave around cars are, or the cars that would have normally been given a wave around, are starting in front of the leaders on the outside.
Wow,
So,
this is gonna be wild.
it is. It's a pace car, makes a hard left-hand turn on the pit road. Tyler Pop will lead us to the restart zone. Green means go. We're back underway at Charlotte. This is going to be a lot for the race leaders to get through. Not a whole lot of ground being made up. Tyler Pop trying to drive away and keep himself on the tail end of the lead lap. If you're Justin Wadsworth, you have to be aggressive. You have to try to see if you can get Fody to get held up by these cars and try to sneak through past him.
Exactly right. This is your chance.
Probably also really helpful to Ethan Stanley being the lucky dog. That's less cars that he has to try to work his way around.
Yeah, very true.
He's already P14 so far. Wadsworth right
Here comes
on
Gavin
the back
on the
of
hot
Corey.
line. Gavin's going for the lead in turn 3.
Yeah, he's side by side with Wadsworth right now. He's going to be boxed in by some of the lap cars.
Yeah, he had a great run off of 2.
He did, but nowhere to go with it. Cody navigating this track very adeptly. Oh, we're going to be almost 3 wide here. Rexing Hibbs and Adams.
A lot of conversation on the radio.
Yeah. The lead lap cars going through the middle here. Wadsworth still hanging on to the rear bumper, Tyler Fody. Tyler Pop and Johnny Thomas continue to lead on track.
Oh, Wadsworth gonna have the high side.
He is. Good run for the 6. Wadsworth side by side with Fody for the lead of this race. And they got Thomas and Wright side by side in front of them.
Oh, we're going to
be 3 wide. Fody and Wadsworth with the lap car. Chris Wright behind. And Chris Wright's going to clear both of them. And now he's next to Johnny Thomas side by side. He will take the lead. That worked out fantastically for Justin Wadsworth. And terribly for Fody. He's still boxed in. And now Fody has to worry about Gavin Hibbs.
Oh, watching with the 6 car. No, go on.
Meanwhile, Wadsworth, he only has one car in front of him to pass, and then it's smooth sailing for the 6 car.
And the wall.
Oh, has he got the wall? That's not smooth sailing. Here he goes around Tyler Pop. Go on, Carlos.
No, watching what the 6 did was a fantastic move on the outside. Just excellent use of track space and using some of the other guys as picks. And while Tyler Fody tried to go to the inside, it's just not enough momentum down there for it to work. As he's now dropped down to
That was
fourth.
incredible.
Yeah,
We knew those cars would come into play, but I didn't know it'd be to that extent. That was incredible.
No kidding. Yeah, you see
And to
him
keep it
got
clean.
by. Absolutely. This is fantastic and clean, like you said, Victor. While Hibbs holds on. Oh,
Yeah,
there's
he did
contact
good.
with Hibbs and Wright. Wright sliding up into the track,
Oh.
into the 41, the 10. Oh, and Phillips can't avoid it too. Smallenberg around as well. Oh man, nothing Chris Wright could do. He was just a passenger at that point. That is, yeah, that is big. Yeah, that's probably a night ender for Chris Wright there, among others. And if you're just to Wadsworth, I don't know if you want to see that caution or not.
Yeah, what a moment.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just a product, I think, of those quicker, slower cars, you know, and not the announcer curse, but it was almost immediately after we were wrapping up talking about it.
Yeah, funny how that always seems to work out. As Gerald Campbell and Jared Rexingham called it quits on the night. Yeah, this is gonna be a view on board with the 03 JP Phillips. And blam!
Wow.
I don't think you're gonna be saving big money at Menards after that.
A bit surprised that Stanley had enough damage to retire. He only barely got into the back of the 13 car.
Yeah.
But it must have been enough to damage the wheel.
Yeah, it's big news. One of our contenders who finally got back on the lead lap, done for the night. Yeah, let's see what happens with Ethan. Oh, so that's what turned Smallenberg around. Yeah, the front doesn't look damaged, but I think that...
No, that definitely.
Yeah.
Just leaning.
Look at that tire.
Yeah,
Oh.
look at that. Oh, it's not
Okay.
even moving. Oh,
Wow.
boy, howdy. Yeah, that, yep.
Haven't seen that.
Yep, that explains everything. That upper A arm is collapsed. That is unfortunate for Ethan Stanley and the end of the night for the 91.
Shout out to Santiago Aguirre on the YouTube chat, cheering on his best friend forever, Danny G.
As long as he doesn't
All right.
swear this time. Those who know, know. Oh, well, now that all that is cleaned up, we are getting ready to go back green. We got the 1 to go signal, and now the pace car is getting ready to make that hard left-hand turn down pit road entry. Justin Wadsworth will lead us back to the restart zone. Green means going. We're back underway at Charlotte. Tyler Fody stays somewhat close to the 6. He's able to clear the lap traffic, and now he's going to try to see if he can wrestle the lead back from the 6th of Justin Wadsworth. Whoa, that was hairy. A little bit hit a, I don't know what to call that with Johnny Thomas and I think Joey Bailey. Daniel Gore just has the lap car of his compatriot William White in between, and here comes Fody looking to the inside of Wadsworth for the lead. Neck and neck, door to door off of turn 2. Wadsworth is still going to hold on. Fody is keeping just a bit of a nose to the inside of the 6, and he sends it, and he a bit of a slide down. Oh, he just had enough room to clear it. Oh, there's contact. Fody into the wall. And there's time 3 wide for the lead. Here comes Daniel Gore. Daniel Gore will take over the lead of the race. What a move. And now Wadsworth has to fight off his, and he's still got Fody. My goodness.
Danny G out here
Now
looking like prime Michael Schumacher whenever Santiago Aguirre is on the YouTube chat.
Absolutely. Now he's going to try to see if he can just get by White and just focus forward.
Oh.
But here comes Wadsworth trying to take the lead back. Wadsworth inching ahead as they sail off into turn 1. They are still side by side as they are 3 wide right behind them.
They have so much grip in this track right now.
Oh, you're telling me. This is incredible. Johnny Thomas is still 1 lap down, trying to get his lap back. As Fody side by side with Wadsworth trying to get ahead of the 6 again. Daniel Gore is trying to hold off the best of the business in the Elite Racing League. I don't know how many championships combined from the cars right behind him. Starting to inch ahead just a little bit as Fody and Wadsworth continue to battle.
You see that 4 car, the Kodak paint scheme, on 6-lap tires, so much fresher tires than anyone else here at the front of the field, but is a lap, at least 1 lap down.
Yeah, and here he comes, Johnny Thomas going around Fody. Here we go, a replay of that incident. Fody and Wadsworth were so close. Fody got the wall, slowed both of them down, and Daniel Gore, opportunistic, able to slip by on the inside of 3 wide to take over the lead from those 2. Oh, no, there's contact! Bailey going around in the front of the 70 of Jesse Racimus.
Man, looked like he got checked up there. Oh, there's some 3 wide.
And I think there might have been Netco, because I think the car that turned... Yeah. Look, he kind of phased through the 88. Yeah, he blinks
so the
out
check.
right
Oh
there.
yeah, that is not on the 88.
No, that is wild netcode connection shenanigans right there, making things
Had
real
a great
goofy.
run.
Don't think anyone's gonna go down pit road, but you know what? Why don't we go and have our final ad read of the night?
Alrighty, take it away, Carlos.
Oh, I'm not ready. I need you to do it. You know what? No, you know what? I haven't done it. But Danny G goes down to pit road.
I see.
Interesting. Half the field did, half didn't.
Can they make it from here? It's only 57 laps.
They made it 53 is the furthest I'm seeing.
Yeah, that's a bold strategy there, Cotton.
I don't hate it, but we've only had like 1 really long run. The rest of the times they've kind of been short to moderately short runs. But you know what I have to say to
Yeah.
that?
What do you have to say to that?
I gotta say, if you want to rev up your business, you should do it with Blue Egg, your marketing pit crew. Turbocharge your lead generation with experienced drivers that can navigate the competitive track to connecting with your customers. With Blue Egg, you're always in the pole position, leading your brand towards victory lane. Don't spin your wheels, accelerate success with Blue Egg, fueling small businesses to win big.
There you have it.
Awesome job there, Carlos.
Thank you. One agree.
Well, this at least gives us a great opportunity to catch our breath after the wildness of those last few laps.
Yeah, the lights turned on, the sun went down, and this race turned up.
Yeah, we'll see how that strategy call for Daniel Gore works out.
Dylan Haver in fourth for the first time tonight.
Yeah, we saw him get turned around. Great recovery for him right now. As we are about to get back on the pace car, getting ready to make that hard left-hand turn on the pit road.
Keep an eye on the car in fifth place, 11 laps on his tires.
Connor Thompson 30 and green means going. We're back underway at Charlotte. It's the best jump we've seen Justin Wadsworth get all night from second place. Oh no!
He's going.
Sideways through Mikolajczyk. He's gonna keep it onto the apron, and we are under caution again.
And that's going to help that strategy.
Yeah, it gives an opportunity for Danny G and the boys to save a little fuel.
Got the curve.
Yeah,
Got some apron.
yeah, it's a bold move there from Mikolajczyk.
Oh, the Jack Skellington.
Love it. So he's singing as he's down there on the apron. What's this? What's this? There's grass everywhere.
Oh my god.
That was good.
As he's spinning into the grass, he's going, "What have I done? What have I done?" As you can see, I'm a very big fan of The Nightmare Before Christmas, so my dweeb behind doesn't need a whole lot of reason to break into quotes and all that. That is, of course, all I'm legally allowed to sing of it before we're hit with the DMCA's.
Yeah, you don't want to smooth McGroove it.
Oh, and
We're gonna go ahead and
here-
take this time to give ourselves a little break, get some water, maybe go to the bathroom, and we'll come back for the last 50 laps of this race.
Alrighty, as you see, we are 1 to green and getting turn 4. Pace car will make the hard left-hand turn on a pit road. Tyler Fody will lead us to the restart zone. Gray means go. We're back underway at Charlotte. Wadsworth not as good of a jump this time around. But importantly, he's gonna clear the lap cars and focus ahead to Tyler Fody. See what Daniel Gore can do on those fresh tires. As here comes Wadsworth back onto the rear 40. Sideways with the 28 of Clark behind them. Daniel Gore not being that aggressive on those new tires. You wonder if he's just trying to be easy on them and stretch them and or fuel save here.
Probably a combination of everything.
Yes, sir. That's probably the right answer there, as he is looking to the inside of Dylan Javier.
He'll take the opening, though.
Absolutely. And he's going to clear Javier.
Connor Thompson having a great run there in third now.
Absolutely. It's been a bit of a rough season at times with the 30, but he is having a fantastic night. Running up there in P4, trying to hold up Daniel Gore on those fresher tires.
Whoa, 3 wide ahead. Careful up there front.
Oh yeah, look at this. Mikolajczyk, White, Clark. Oh, there's contact with Mikolajczyk and Clark.
Bit of a chuckle from Clark.
Allows Gore to get by the 28. Wadsworth has fallen off. He's about to lose track position to Mikolajczyk. Gore looking to the outside of White, but White's going to send it inside of Wadsworth. Gore's going to try to follow him through. Still side by side ahead. Here, Daniel Gore, how aggressive do you get right now? Leitchik looking to the outside of Fody, trying to get a lap back.
Those tires are really coming into their prime right now, I think, for Daniel Gore.
That they are. See Mikolajczyk to the inside of Fody.
That middle of the corner it works so well when you have the fresher tires.
Yeah, you just able to sail it through the center of the corner so much easier. As Gore to the inside of Wadsworth. Oh,
knocking on the door.
Got the wall. That he is, Victor. Side by side with Wadsworth. Justin giving it all he's got on the outside, trying to hold on. And he will tuck back behind Wadsworth. They are both right on the rear of Tyler Fody. Tyler Fody having to hold them off on both lanes here. Paul Mikolajczyk hoping for that caution. He's back on the tail end of the lead lap right now.
Now that's a big deal. He can really make up a lot more points and positions here by the end of the race if he can get that full lap back.
Absolutely, especially since he'll be able to pit with everyone too, provided he even has any tires left. At this point, who knows? Your guess is as good as ours, folks at home. Whoa! Bark in the back got sideways off of turn 2. See, from the bottom end of the feed, battle for the lead. Oh, I was saying it was kind of settling down, but as I say that, here comes Gore trying to get by Wadsworth again.
It's impressive how Wadsworth and Fody are doing so well on these older tires. Have 20 lap older tires than Daniel Gore.
I know, but look at Gore sailing around the outside. Oh, he cannot hold position on Wadsworth. If he would have been able to keep the nose in there, I think he would have had him, but Wadsworth this time able to use the inside to his advantage, and now Gore having to hold off William White.
Look who's right behind William White.
Yep. You can never count out Tate Lytle.
He has had an up and down day. I would say mostly down day. So to be where he is right now is pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, anyone who's been watching the series knows that there's been plenty of up and down days for Tate Lytle that have ended well up for him. You think about the season opener at Montana, getting absolutely destroyed early on, only to come back and take the win in a photo finish.
And we got the top 4 nose to tail, even top 5 now with a no regard getting around. All with just under 40 laps to go. This is going to be great.
Yeah, this is... Everything is still play for us. Here comes Lytle to the inside. We were almost 3 wide for second.
Fody and Wadsworth will have to pit for sure. We're not sure about Gore, Lytle, Norgard, anyone on back though.
I think they're
Yeah,
good.
those two. You think the guys that brought it down under that next last caution are good to go, Carlos, like Gore and company?
I think so. Also, Daniel Gore has gone down 4 times. I can't say without certainty that he's taken tires every single time, but if he has, then he's out of tires.
Well, no, you only said 4, right? That you still should have another set, right?
Is it not 5 sets of tires, including the one you're on, or is it 5 sets in pit road?
I assumed it was 5, including pit road, but I could probably likely be wrong on that front.
There are any drivers still watching that are out of their race? If you can confirm if it's 5 sets in pit road or just 4 sets plus the sets you start with.
Huh, interesting. I'm currently sitting in my vehicle in the session as a spectator, and it's showing 6 sets of tires.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, do with what you will that information.
5 sets on pit road, I'm being told by Ethan Stanley. So, at worst, Danny G still has 1 set left. Tate Lytle, on the other hand, has been down pit road 5 times, and he's back in this race. And I don't know if he took tires every single time, but if he has, then he's out of tires.
Yeah.
Running that low line just really well there.
Absolutely. He's going to get by Gore and now battle with Wadsworth.
Gavin Higgins, even on fresher tires.
Yeah,
Tate Lytle was one of those guys that did go down pit road that last time under caution.
Yeah, and he's making great use of those new tires where Daniel Gore doesn't look like that strategy call is paying off right now. He's trying to hold off Norgard and Hibbs just to hold on to P4.
Contact.
Whoa! Hard side-by-side contact between these two. They are not giving anything up right now. as Gavin Hibbs has got by Gore and has dropped them. He's now right behind these two.
Yeah, Hibbs is looking real quick right now.
The second time Gibbs is just shot out of nowhere, leaving us to go. Where in the world did this 95 come from?
He has significantly fresher tires than anybody around him.
So there he goes to the inside of Wadsworth.
Ooh, contact again between the 12 and the 69. That's back-to-back corners where they've made contact.
I thought for sure Gore was going around. That did not look good. The first
Three
look
set
is...
battles. Ooh.
Make that
Yeah.
3 corners in a row.
Whoa!
Oh, man.
At this rate, the 12 is going to be all over the side of the 69, and the 69 is going to be all over the side of the 12. And here comes Tyler Pop. We got all the Penske fonts up here right now. As meanwhile, we got a side-by-side for the lead. Here comes Lytle to the inside of Fody.
He's gonna, yeah.
Fody trying to hold him off on the outside. Fody inching ahead, but Tate's still gonna keep that nose to the inside of the 40. Tyler's
Great check by
maintaining.
Fody.
Yeah, that he is. He's maintaining some great pace, but they are almost neck and neck here going down into turn 1.
It's allowing Hibbs to close.
Yeah, Hibbs on his fresher tires. He's hoping they continue to battle for a lot longer. There goes Hibbs around Mikolajczyk. Lytle will tuck back behind the 40. As now Borges and Gore side by side. These two are leaning on each other once again. Daniel Gore has basically been getting bodied the last 5+ laps. There's not going to be a single bit of paint left on the left side of that 69 car.
You know what happens?
Great
I
run.
think Santiago Aguirre has locked off the stream.
Oh, it's always Santi's fault.
Oh no, he's on the stream. He just
blame
commented.
Santi.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
we're still blaming Santi.
Exactly, as Lytle and Fody side by side. That's going to
Big
lose
run.
a lot of speed for Lytle. Here comes Hibbs trying to take over second. These two shouldn't be battling for too long. They don't want to let Fody run away. But battle they will. They are still side by side. Hibbs tucks back in behind as Norgard looking to the inside of Wadsworth.
25 to go here this time by.
Lytle took back second, now is pulling away from Hibbs again, and he's going to try to get by Tyler Fody again.
The fuel tank's got to be almost on empty for that 40 car.
Yeah,
That's 54
that's the
laps.
thing is that, yeah, we might see Fody and Wadsworth here practically any lap now at this point. It might be a battle between just the 95 and the 56 so far. As here comes Lytle to the inside. Just about, not quite. Fody hangs on the quarter panel of the 56. Gavin Higgins trying to follow him through around the outside. Still door to door. Fody still hanging on, but how long will the fuel hang on?
Interesting note that
Hibbs once again.
if Tyler Fody does,
Oh!
if Fody
Hibbs in
does,
the walls. Go on, Carlos.
yeah, if Fody does make it one more lap, that'll be 57 laps, which is the distance that Tate, Lytle, Borges, Pop, Wadsworth, Gore, all those guys needed to make.
Wadsworth in. Justin Wadsworth is coming down,
That's right at that number.
which means Tyler Fody will be in any lap now.
Basically, like end of the race here for these guys. I don't know if you
Yeah.
can come back.
Yeah, it might be game over for Wadsworth. Will it be game over for Fody? Fody continues to stay out and stay ahead of Tate Lytle. And there it is. Tyler Fody will be bringing it down this time by, which means it's just going to be between Gavin Hibbs and Tate Lytle right now. Gavin Hibbs trying to hang on to the rear of Tyler Fody. Caleb Becumer is also going to be pitting. Dylan Javier pitting.
Everyone clean onto pit lane so far.
Yeah, that is heartbreaking for Fody and Wadsworth, etc.
Yeah, Fody led so much of the race 2 weeks ago at Richmond, and now seeing the same thing happen here at Charlotte. Unreal.
Yeah, who'd have thought the caution would have stopped? Now
we
let's
almost had a
reset
couple
it.
cautions too.
Yeah.
That we did. We see the battle for P3 wage on. Norgard, Borges, and Pop. Daniel Gore has fallen down to P6.
So Gavin Hibbs has 4-lap fresher tires. Probably not too much of a difference at this point in the run, but still maybe significant towards the last 5 to 10 laps of this race.
Yeah, and it doesn't quite look at significant right now. Is Tate Lytle just able to maintain a car length on him? Hibbs rolling the middle, trying to see if he can get any sort of gain on Tate Lytle. It's the closest he's been in some time. He's making that middle high lane work for him. Oh, not that time though. He's got the momentum, got the draft. Closes up a little bit.
Yeah,
Seems
nice
like
corner.
Yeah, it seems like he's better in 3 and 4 than Tate.
Maybe even a bit better on the low line than he thinks he is.
Yeah, it's just
That's a
Tate
good corner.
seemed to get through. Yeah, what he lost, he's gaining back. Great run onto the 56. Meanwhile, Ryan Borges has got by the 2 and the 12 to get up into 3rd place.
Huge
when you
run
press
down the front
L2.
stretch.
Oh yeah, he's got the intimidate button going right now. Tate just so good on the intrail 1. But Hibbs roll on the center and the exit real nice. They're gonna have a little bit of lap traffic here. Hard to say who that affected more.
That affected Hibbs
Oh,
a little
this-
bit more.
Yeah, but he's already back so close to
Great
the back
entry
bumper. Yeah, that might have been his best entry through turn 1 in a while. Not enough yet, though.
He's trying to keep it as low as he can without being in his aero wash there and allowing his car to rotate.
Oh, look at how close he is. He's trying the extreme top, but I don't
All the way
think that's
high.
gonna work.
Look at this, here comes Fody on fresh tires.
Wow! Noom goes Tyler Fody
That
on
might
the
be what Hibbs
freshies.
needed. Oh, almost.
Yeah, not quite. I think it's clear that Hibbs can't run that extreme high. It costs him so much time, and now he's just having, look at that, that cost him more than half a tenth.
Yeah, it worked well when it was a little warmer earlier in the race, but I think now that the track's cooled down, that high line is kind of faded away a bit.
Yeah, at close you can get away with the middle.
Unless Hibbs physically does something to that 56 and Tate Lytle doesn't make a mistake, I think this is Tate Lytle's win.
I agree. Because Tate put a little more distance on him that time.
I think Hibbs
Seems
may have
difficult
used
for Hibbs. Yeah, to even just get alongside him, you know.
Still giving it everything he has. Is Tyler Pop made his way back up into P3.
Counting down 10 to go.
Yeah, look at the distance he has now. Yeah, I don't think there's anything left in that 95.
Oh, in the wall!
Oh, he's in the wall. He is all up in the wall.
Trying to get everything he could, yeah.
Yeah, he was trying something and it did not work. That might be all she wrote. There's Connor Thompson bringing it down. See the battle for third finally starting to wrap up. Pop pulling away from Gergard, who's pulling away from Borges. William White still hanging out in this battle.
I give the hugest shout outs to William White. You know, for earning the 3Y TV Mama Ain't Raised No Quitter award. He is out there multiple laps down, has been multiple laps down for the majority of this race. And he's still out there running and turning laps. And that sucks that he got involved in incidents because he's been quick, definitely top 10 car for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, mired down in 21st.
And also gotta give shout outs to a few other. Paul Smallenberg, he's up in the top 10, and he's actually in the top 10. He's not a lap down. He is in fact running P6 on the lead lap. Andrew Hardcastle holding on to P10 as well. I think this might be the first top 10s for both cars if everything holds serve.
That's awesome. Love to see that.
I hate to say this for Andrew Hardcastle. Tyler Fode's been gunning him down way faster than a second lap.
Oh no.
Yeah, but we're going to be coming to just 5 laps to go here, 4 laps to go here. So Fode's got to be a lot quicker. He's a second and a half
faster.
Is going to be close.
He's just checking that relative.
Gotta do some quick math.
Yeah. All while sweating bullets like the airplane gift too.
I'm gonna be like Zach Evans and go, I was told there would be no math.
Yeah.
I have it
It's closing
downloaded.
the gap a little.
Sucks.
Let's see, it was just a slight bit quicker that last lap. I don't think it's going to be enough though with 3 to go.
Oops, wrong one. Been quicker the last 2 laps, but not quick enough, it looks like.
Yeah, needs a lot more at this point. He's still half a second behind as we are coming to just 2 laps to go here at Charlotte. Hardcastle still holds about 4 seconds or so to Tyler Fody. Cody's got the tires, but Hardcastle may have the time in his favor as we are taking the white flag. 1 lap to go from Charlotte in the Best Soda 300. Another classic Tate Lytle performance. Get up and get involved in a wreck that's not of his doing. But that doesn't matter. As long as that 56 car is still running, you have to worry about him being a contender for the win, and he will further show that tonight. Off of turn 4, Tate Lytle wins at Charlotte. Another fantastic drive. Go on, Victor, with what you were saying.
Oh, great win. And I was just noticing there into turn 1 the last lap.
Oh, can Andrew Hardcastle hold him off?
Oh, to the inside.
The final corner.
No.
At the line. I think it's Fody.
Fody got there.
Oh.
Yeah, the Hibbs really pushed it into turn 1 on the final lap and got the wall again to really kind of seal the deal. So great job by Tate Lytle, just composed as all could be up front. Great job. Oh, that's good.
It's savage. Whew. What another incredible drive for Tate Lytle. 3 wins in 5 races here in the 03 Cup Series.
All done in a variety of ways, too.
I think all of those involved getting wrecked early on.
Mm-hmm.
So honestly, if you're Tate Lytle, you want to get wrecked in the first 25% of the race.
Well, apparently.
Yeah.
It's like the Dixon special, you know?
Yeah, or more like another car puts Tate Lytle in the wall. Tate, you fool! You activated my trap card!
Yeah.
Oh, my
Tate gets
goodness.
spun, battling for third, like in the first 20% of the race. Instead of saying F you, he says thank you.
Yeah.
Take a look at the race results here.
Yes, sir. Your final results. Tate Lytle, Gavin Higgins, Tyler Pop, your top 3. Elate Norgard and Ryan Borges round out the top 5. Paul Schmallenberg, Daniel Gore, Johnny Thomas, Jacob Adams, and Tyler Fody, your top 10. Andrew Hardcastle, Justin Wadsworth, Dylan Navier, Caleb Bakumer, and Paul Mikolajczyk, the top 15. Connor Thompson, Josh Clark, and Nick Massey round out the first page. Take it away, Victor.
Yeah, we'll round out the rest of the field here. Finishing 19th, we had Joey Bailey 3 laps down. 20th on back, we had Jesse Racimus. 21st was William White. Ethan Stanley finished 22nd, just in front of David Phillips, who finished 23rd. Chris Wright finishing 24th, followed by Gerald Campbell in 25th. Jared Rexing, 26th. Frank Fody finishing 27th. Andrew Rucker, 28th, and Mark Rabilas in 29th. Finishing 30th was Harrison Tylon. 37th was Vincent Isabella. 32nd, Ty McIntosh. 33rd, Michael Hossack. 34th was Zach Evans. 35th, David Westergreen. And 36th was Noah Blackwell.
Alrighty, and it's time we get started with our top 3. And first, we'll start it off with our 3rd place finisher, Tyler Pop. Tyler, James in the booth, you got a copy?
I do.
Well, that was a crazy race out there. You found yourself up and down the field quite often tonight. First of all, you were kind of involved in a few incidents that weren't your fault. Take us through some of those.
Yeah, it's just the car combo in the track tonight. I think just the draft model on the car might be a little high, so we can't get away from each other. So, I mean, it's just wheel to wheel, door to door, nose to nose. So it's just tough to survive, really. So I don't really put a ton of blame on anyone. It's just kind of how it was. But that's why the races are 200 laps. Get your stuff fixed and go back to the front.
Yeah, you had yourself a great recovery. You found yourself down a lap under that, thanks to that caution coming out at a time where you really wish it didn't. Take us through having to persevere through that. Just keep focused after getting kind of hosed with a poorly timed caution there.
Yeah, I mean, I was definitely not happy, but again, there's a million things that are going to happen in a race that you got to deal with. So you just kind of get over it, and it is what it is. I knew I had to pit 2 more times. I thought I could go in there and kind of like split the rest of the distance we had left, but I was just stuck in like 7th or 8th. Couldn't go anywhere. Couldn't get past anyone. So I just thought I'd take a chance. So I actually feel like obviously got lucky with the caution, and then I think the track changed a little bit there towards the end, and tires mattered a little more. I was able to drive to the front. So yeah, it was a really up and down day, but I'm glad it ended the way it did.
And did you happen to have a set of tires still in the pit box if we got another late caution?
Honestly, I don't even know. I think so, but I actually no, I don't think I did. I think that was it. So I usually am paying attention to that. I just obviously don't remember. We were close on gas. I was a half lap away from running out. So I was just worried about making it to the end and kind of saving a little bit at the beginning. Yeah, so we were all really tight.
Yeah, well, that was a heck of a job for you tonight. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout-outs you like to give?
Yeah, just you guys for the broadcast. It's got to be tough sticking with the start of some of these races, but they eventually even themselves out and we get some good racing. So thanks to you guys. Thanks to Chad, just all the people in Elite. Even though it might not seem like it sometimes on Tuesdays in this series, it's a really good group of drivers, and it's the best one that I've been a part of. So just want to give a shout out also to Intel on the car. We're a staff for my help run, and that's it. Really excited for next week. Atlanta's one of my best tracks, so excited to go there.
Alrighty, well, we appreciate you, Tyler, and hopefully we're talking to you again next week.
Absolutely, guys. Have a good one.
Alright, that's P3 Tyler Pop, and now we'll send it over to Victor for our 2nd place finisher.
Hey Gavin, Victor here in the booth. You got me?
Yes, I do.
Great job on the 2nd place finish tonight. We noticed early on you were really able to use that high line, especially in the first 100 laps. I think probably better than anyone else all night. What gave you that advantage and the ability to stick it up there so high and continue that momentum?
I think goes to some of the years I've had of racing dirt. Learning how to run that top line in a sprint car or a late model. I felt like it definitely helped me out quite a bit tonight, but the only downside was your tires just would get chalked if you ran it about 5-10 laps consecutive, and towards that last run with battling for the lead with Tate and Tyler, I tried to do it, but I couldn't get it to stick, and then by the time I was trying to go back to the bottom, my tires were so worn out after again running into top, and then having to drive through the field there on that last run to the checkered flag. So I felt like I could have gotten to Tate. I had a run there with about 25 to go where I got to the inside, and it's just the way the car is and how the setup works. just completely top dominance if you know how to run it, and it's so impossible to pass on the inside. And I just want to say congrats to Tate on the win, and once again, second time in the series, finishing second behind him. It hurts,
Yeah.
but give credit where credit's due to Tate.
Yeah, we noticed in that last run there how you were kind of moving down the track towards more of a middle-low line, and that seemed to be helping a bit, but you just couldn't quite get to that rear quarter panel. But great insight, providing that sprint car background dirt track. That definitely makes sense with the high line. Is there anything you may have done different? I know you had some fresher tires. You went in for that last stop, to get fresher tires at the end. So you had a little bit, you mentioned that it kind of wore off to get through the field, but anything you may have done different to try to get that win tonight?
When I had to run to the inside, I door the 56.
Yeah.
Nah, that's not how I race. And I also want to apologize to Chris Wright on that incident with about 7 to go. Just the draft is so powerful, and I tried to utilize a side draft, and that obviously didn't work. It took about 4 cars, so I want to apologize first there. But what really I could have done differently was, probably be more patient in those last 25 laps to build the run, and if I had the right run, take it. But
Well, hey,
what
yeah,
can
you
do?
did great out there. I really enjoyed watching you taking those runs at the high side. It was a lot of fun watching you carve your way through the field, and appreciate your driving skills tonight. So well done on that second place. And anyone you want to thank or shout out here before we let you go?
Obviously Hibbs Designs, Strictly Stock Motorsports, Next Level Racing, and then my team for this season, Racecraft Academy. Ethan, I felt like all 3 of us had great runs tonight. If we didn't get caught up in wrecks, I know Stanley was right there with us in early going. Paul, unfortunate luck for Paul, tonight. Once again, another looks like a night with great potential for the team. Just kind of fell apart with what happened on track, but to get a second place for the team, it feels good.
Yeah, congrats again on second. I know we'll see you in victory lane soon. Next week we got Atlanta, a very similar track. Do you think you have anything for him there?
My track record at Atlanta hasn't been great in the past, ever since I've been on the service for about 8 years now. So hopefully with how this car drives and depending on the weather and all that, hopefully we can end up one place better.
Right on. Well, again, thanks, Gavin. Good job on second place, and hope we'll see you next week.
Yeah, and I do this every night, but thank you, everybody who puts the broadcast on. I can't wait to watch it back.
You bet.
Alrighty, there's Victor with our second place finisher, and now time to talk to our race winner, Tate Lytle. Tate, James in the booth, you got a copy?
Gotcha, brother.
Alrighty, well, another unbelievable drive through the field. Like, this is 3 wins for you from 5 races, and all 3 wins you had, I believe, some sort of incident that you had to recover from. It just first of all, just take us through the initial incident with you and Noah Blackwell.
I don't really think I got to say a whole lot. It's pretty obvious what happened there, but thankfully, it didn't get too much damage from that. I feel kind of bad because Massey was involved in that. We made contact, and he had like 8 minutes, and I had less than a minute. And then I wrecked Dylan and had more damage from getting into the back of Dylan there when we checked up getting into one a little bit. I haven't really watched it back yet, but Not real sure how I got into him. I must have just had a brain fart. So sorry, Dylan. But then the strategy kind of played out for us there at the end. I was shocked that, I mean, when the window opens, and you have 2 sets. I feel like you kind of have to pit, right? And so shocked that those guys didn't. We'll take the free points. Got a shout out. Brent Wednesday's gone by though. Vintage Racing Apparel. He's been on the car for a long time. Real good looking 56 throwback to Kevin Harvick's 2003 car. Yeah, 3 wins, stacking them up pretty good there. Still only 14 points ahead of Fody, which translate to not a lot. So we gotta get some bonus points. He's been getting all the bonus points, so at some point here we gotta start leading some laps. He's led probably, I would say, 5 times more than we have, but we'll take the wins any day, however we can get them. But yeah, crazy race, honestly.
Yeah, that is the one unfortunate thing with the fact that you've been getting the wins in a fashion of your throwbacks namesake being full Kevin Harvick closer, that you miss out on a lot of those all important bonus points in a full season championship setup, just as like this.
Yeah, I mean, I still rather have it wins and not get the bonus points, but if I'm gonna beat Fody in this championship, I'm gonna have to start earning a few more points.
Yeah, well, you know, you're still putting on a heck of a show this season. I know you already got a couple shout-outs in there, but any others you want to give right now?
Yeah, shout out Dad if he's watching. I know he's busy. I sent him the link though, so if he's watching, shout out Dad, Jack, Louise, Lauren, if they're all watching. I'm sure if it is on the TV, the kids aren't paying attention, but it's yeah, good to win any day of the week. So we'll take them.
Yes, sir. Well, we appreciate you, Tate, and hopefully we're talking to you again next week.
Hey, I would not be opposed to that.
Alrighty, there's your race winner, Tate Lytle. Alright, Victor, well, what are your closing thoughts here on tonight's festivities?
Yeah, I think we had a lot of fun here tonight. Maybe a little too much fun, especially in the first half of the race. But, you know, the second half of the race is a lot more what I was expecting to see here tonight. And a lot of just incredible racing, side by side, close bumper to bumper. And seeing those tire strategies kind of yo-yo through the field made it a lot of fun to watch, too. So I really enjoyed it. We had a lot of chaos early on. I wish we could have seen a lot of those fast guys that were, you know, primed for a top 5 finish, you know, kind of get to the end like they were hoping, but maybe they can do so at Atlanta, a very similar track next week.
Yeah, just an unbelievable night of racing. But for that, I think it's time we get the heck on out of here. For my broadcast partner, Victor Aldrich, our producer, Carlos Acosta, I am James Watson, bidding you adieu from Charlotte, and we'll see you next week at Atlanta. Have a good night, everyone.